All right, let's dive into one of the biggest TV shows on the entire planet, The Voice. Today, we are pulling back that big red curtain to spill some of the most surprising secrets you've never ever seen on your screen. You know that moment, right? A singer is just pouring their soul out on stage, a coach is completely blown away, and then, with one push of a button, that giant red chair whips around. But oh, there is so much more to that moment and to that chair than you could possibly imagine. So let's start with what you actually see and hear at home. The show is an absolute masterclass in creating perfect television drama, and some of its most memorable elements, well, they're pure TV magic. Okay, you know that super satisfying, dramatic whoosh sound every time a chair turns? I hate to break it to you, but it's totally fake. Yep. In the actual studio, those chairs are engineered to be almost perfectly silent. That sound you love? It's just a cool sound effect they add in later to pump up the drama for all of us watching at home. And here's another little tidbit you probably didn't know. The Voice wasn't even an American idea to begin with. The whole concept was actually born in the Netherlands. It was called The Voice of Holland, and it was created by the very same TV genius who gave us the worldwide obsession, Big Brother. Now let's really get into the nitty-gritty of the chair itself, because these aren't just pieces of furniture, they're incredibly complex machines with a very unexpected backstory. Okay, get ready for this, because it's pretty wild. The company that actually builds these iconic red chairs, they also design and build high-tech training simulators for the US military's special forces. No joke. So the next time you see a coach spin, just remember there's some serious military-grade tech behind that turn. And when I say serious engineering, I mean serious. A single one of these chairs weighs a staggering 755 pounds. For our friends using the metric system, that's 342 kilograms. These things aren't just chairs, they're absolute tanks. So you're probably wondering, why on earth are they so heavy? Well, beyond that silent turning system, they're basically luxury thrones, built for those super long, grueling filming days. Each chair has built-in seat heaters and coolers to keep the coaches perfectly comfortable while they make these huge, career-changing decisions. The chairs also have one of the show's most devious features, the block. A coach can literally stop a rival coach from snagging a singer they really want. And the way they do it is pure television gold. The blocked coach's chair still turns around, but instead of "I want you" lighting up on the floor, they get the giant, soul-crushing word blocked. It leads to some of the absolute best moments on the show. But hey, all this technology is only one piece of the puzzle. The incredible singers we see on that stage, they go on an amazing journey long before they sing a single note for the coaches. So you might think that every contestant just shows up to one of those massive open call auditions, right? Well, not exactly. The show's producers are basically modern-day talent scouts. They are constantly digging through YouTube, Instagram, and even TikTok, handpicking amazing artists and inviting them to audition. A lot of the people you see were actually discovered online first. And once somebody's in the running, it's like a full-on artist boot camp. These contestants get weeks of professional vocal coaching, they get training on stage presence, and they're even prepped for how to handle those intense on-camera interviews. The point is, by the time we see them, they are polished and totally ready for prime time. All right, let's talk about the people who actually sit in those chairs. The coaches are the real heart and soul of the show, and over the years, they've set records, broken a few hearts, and, yep, even found true love. Take a look at this number, 23. Any idea what that represents? It's the absolutely record-breaking number of consecutive seasons that country superstar Blake Shelton sat in that chair as a coach. 23. And his legacy is it's unmatched. During those 23 seasons, he coached 9 different artists all the way to victory. That's more than any other coach in the history of the show in the US. He was, without a doubt, the king of the red chair. But Blake's time on the show wasn't just about winning competitions. It's also where he met fellow coach Gwen Stefani. What started as a fun on-screen rivalry between friends blossomed into a real-life romance. They got married in 2021, becoming the ultimate power couple born right on the set of The Voice. So, what happens after all the confetti falls and a winner is finally crowned? Well, let's explore what winning The Voice really means, because the answer might actually surprise you. So on paper, the prize is $100,000 and a major record deal with Universal. Sounds amazing, right? But if you ask a lot of the past winners, they'll tell you the real prize isn't the money or even the contract. It's the weeks of priceless coaching from music legends, the industry connections, and of course, the massive national exposure that can launch a career. And this leads to a pretty fascinating question. We all get so focused on who wins each season, but what if the show's true star-making power actually comes from not winning? Just think about this for a second. Country music megastar Morgan Wallen and alt-pop icon Melanie Martinez, they were both contestants on The Voice. And guess what? Neither of them won. In fact, they got eliminated pretty early on, but they used that platform to build careers that have made them two of the biggest names in music today. So it really leaves you with this one final thought. The entire show is built around this idea of finding one singular voice each season. But maybe its real, lasting legacy isn't the winner it puts on a pedestal, but all the other amazing artists it quietly launches into the world, long after the cameras have turned away.